What's good, everybody? It's your boy Michael O, Limitless Mike, Flash Okoro, and I'm back with some more track and field news, another track and field video, and just giving you guys some updates on everything that's going on leading up to the Olympics. And there is a lot going on, there's a lot of changes, and just big news. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with this. First and foremost, they just announced that there is a state of emergency in Tokyo, in Japan. There's a state of emergency due to the sickness. I'm not gonna say it, but due to why we all have to wear masks and all that. So there is gonna be no spectators at the Olympics. That's brazy because you already know, as the athletes, we all feed off the crowd. We all feed off the emotions, and all the people. The spectators are such a huge part of sports, and they give us energy and all that. But this year, there's going to be none of that. It's going back to, basically what the NBA had to do with the bubble. Just we're playing. There might be, hopefully they'll have some screens or something. I'll be able to zoom into the Olympics and see my face on one of the boards or something like that. Because if Tokyo and Japan doesn't do that, then it's just going to be an empty stadium. So we'll just have to kind of watch and see. As we know, with everything that's been going on, it was kind of surprising or interesting, that they were even going to be holding Olympics. I was seeing news that Japan, or some of the people in Japan, were kind of nervous or didn't necessarily want them to be doing this sporting event, but the committee just went on and went with it. And now, 2 weeks out before the games start, there is gonna be no spectators. So, from what I've been seeing, most of the athletes are like, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna do my sport, I'm gonna do my diving, whatever. But I just feel like it'll be interesting from an energy standpoint of just what happens. That next up, the USA has officially announced its track and field Olympic team. There was a lot of controversy of this fine woman right here, Miss Sha'carri Richardson. She, as we all know, received a 1 month ban from track and field. Essentially, she was gonna miss the Olympics in the 100, but she still had an opportunity to come and be a part of the Olympics in the 4x1. In theory, because the ban or the suspension that she received was going to miss that part, or she'd be reinstated by the 4x1s. But the U.S. went ahead, they made a decision and did not extend, I guess, an invitation to Sha'carri to run in the 4x1. She is the fastest in the USA in the 100. Yeah, she's the dog. She's the queen of the 100, and she made a mistake. Blah blah blah. She got a ban, and now she's not gonna be a part of the 4x1. I was kind of interested to see if the U.S. would take her to the 4x1, if she'd even want to be a part of it in the 4x1, knowing that she wasn't gonna be in the 100. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if USATF and her had any conversations, anything like that. But she is not gonna be in the 100 or in the 4x1. In the 100, she was replaced by the great runner Jenna Prandini, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with her in the 4x1. Who runs? Runs in the prelims, who runs in the finals, and just overall how the U.S. does. If they win, if they lose to Jamaica, if they lose to Canada, Nigeria, any other team, the Bahamas, there's so many great teams. So we're gonna have to wait and see in the next 2 weeks where the U.S. places. And that leads me to my next one, because with Sha'carri in the 100, there has been a lot of commotion in both the men's and the women's 100-meter dash. Some big changes have gone on. So let's transition over to the women's 100-meter dash. So prior to Sha'carri being, not able to run in the 100, my prediction was that the Olympic record was going to get broken, and that the field was just going to be so strong, so deep, that the Olympic record was going to be broken. That kind of changed with Sha'carri, being out. But this woman right here, she has always been in the mix. She's always been a part of everything that's going on with the 100. But now Elaine Thompson has really entered the building. She ran against Shelly Ann Frazier. She ran against Blessing Ogabari, and she beat both of those ladies just this week in the women's 100 meter dash. She had a time of 10.71. And like I said, though the other two were ranked number 1 and I believe number 2 or number 3 in the world. It was Shelly Ann, it was Sha'carri Richardson, and it was Blessing Ogabari from Nigeria. And now Elaine Thompson has came and she's showing that she's ready to run. I'm gonna get the official rankings up right now, but she really showed that she was ready to run. Let me see. The new world rankings for the ladies is Shelly Ann Frazier, Elaine Thompson, Sha'carri Richardson, Sharika Jackson is up here as well with the 1077, and then TT Terry, who will not be running. Oh man, this has really changed. Jamaica has 4 of the top 6 fastest times, and yeah, Jamaica has 4 of the top 6 fastest times in the women's 100, and it's just gonna be oof. We're gonna have to wait and see. 4 of the top 6 fastest times, with Elaine Thompson being number 2 in the world currently behind Shelly Ann Frazier, but she now has the confidence and she has the dub over Shelly Ann Frazier. So we got 2 weeks. And we're gonna find out who the best in the world is. I was having my money. I'm an American. I was having my money on an American runner, but I don't think so. I don't think so, because the Jamaicans are killing it. But we're gonna move on to the men's 100, because it was the same thing. It was a new competitor. Has entered the building. It was that Super Smash Bros. A new competitor has entered the building. So in the men's 100, a new competitor has entered the building, and he goes by Akani Simbine. He is from Africa. He recently just broke the African record, the South African record, and like I said, he has entered the building. He clocked in a 9.94 100-meter dash. He is currently ranked number 2 in the world behind America's Trayvon Bromell. And yeah, he's just cooking. He ran this just recently down in Hungary. He is number 2 in the world, but like I keep saying, I'm an American, so I'm pretty much going for the Americans. I'm an African American, but I think I might want Akani to win, because he and we have the exact same birthday. I'm 1 year older than him, but we have the exact same birthday of September 21st. And as much as I love Trayvon Bromell, I might be going for my birthday mate here. Like I said, he just broke the African record 2 weeks out from the official start of the Olympic Games. So he's going to be someone to watch. He's ranked 2nd, like I said. Marvin Bracey, who will not be competing in the Olympics, is ranked 3rd. Ronnie Baker, who will be competing, is ranked is tied for 3rd. And then Fred Curley, who will also be competing, is coming in at 5th, 4th or 5th, just depending on how you look at it. And they're all right there. It goes 9.77 from Bromell, 9.84 from Akani, 9.85 for Baker and Bracey, even though Bracey won't be running, and then 9.86 for Fred Curley. So it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be really, really, really tight. And then also, there is another man from South Africa. He goes by. He goes by Gift Liotela, and he also has a very good time for South Africa. He has a 9.94 legal 100-meter dash. So we're gonna have to watch for the South African team in the 4x1 and just kind of see what they do with some people running pretty well. Yeah, I'm going. It's gonna be really, really, really tight in this 100. At least on paper, it should be tight. But the American is looking like to get it, and we should probably get it in the 4x1 as well. We have 8 of the top 10 times, and then South Africa has the other 2 times. So there's no Jamaican with a legal. Am I looking? Yeah, there's no Jamaican with a legal 100-meter time in the top 10, which is very surprising. Johan Blake currently has a 9.98, and he's ranked number 17 in the world. So, it might be come down to America, South Africa, but a Jamaican is gonna come and be in the mix. That is the men and women's 100 meters. Bam, it's going to be interesting. These are going to be some of the best races we got. In other news, the 400 hurdles for men, Rai Benjamin and Karsten Warholm are supposed to be facing off today in the men's 400. We're going to have to wait and see if it actually happens. Last week, Warholm broke the world record in his home country. The crowd was going crazy for that boy, but he broke the world record. Rai Benjamin in the US, he was this close off the world record. So we're gonna have to wait and see if they actually do just go ahead and go through and run against each other today. I'm gonna be watching for that, because if they do, we'll likely see another world record, or we're going to see a world and Olympic record coming in the next few weeks at the Olympics. So we're going to have to go ahead and watch that. Andre DeGrasse, he ran a great 200 meters. He beat Ariane Knighton, who's now on the scene running on the real track and field scene, traveling, as well as Kenny Benerick from the U.S. He took down both of them. And Michael Norman, who was my kind of favorite to win the men's 400, he just ran and he got third at a track meet. So he lost to Bryce Deadman, his countryman, as well as Stephen Gardner from the Bahamas. So we're gonna really have to wait and see what happens with Norman, if he's just kind of shaken out, if it was due to the travel, or he might be a little bit off his game. They all ran well. The winning mark was 44.47. Fourth place had a 44.69. Norman was a 44.65 in fifth. So great run by Bryce Deadman, great run by Stephen Gardner, and we might be seeing a really, really close 400. The world record holder, his name is slipping my mind right now. He was in a meet, or he was supposed to run, but he kind of tweeted out that I'm not going to run. I'm feeling some pain in my back, so I'm going to take it off and just, make sure that I'm 100% or as ready as I can be for the Olympics. So it's going to be a good one in the 400. But that's all. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Let me know what races you guys are looking forward to at the Olympics. Oh, before I go, one last thing. Conor McGregor has a UFC knuckle-up fight this Saturday, so we're going to be watching that for that as well. I'm very interested in martial arts, in boxing, in UFC, so we're going to be watching out for that as well. But other than that, that's it for this video. I don't want to add any more news. Let me know what events you're most interested. Let me know what event you're most interested in at these Olympics. Let me know, just let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the 100, 200, 400, and all the other events. Let me know what you're going to be watching at the Olympics. Do you think that it's going to have an effect with no crowd versus a crowd? Will we see any Olympic records? Let me know all that. I hope y'all have a blessed day. If you do run track, please get out there, work hard, stretch your muscles, just have a good, blessed day, and I hope anyone who sees this is doing well. It's your boy, Limitless Mike, and I'm out.